What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Check it out. I'm Rob Odie. It's Wednesday night, man. You know what it is. It's Spotlight 39 live. That's right. Coming to you live from Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. I done spoiled the big announcement, spoiled the fun. That's my fault. You got a little sneak peek. But nonetheless, man, before we get into the schedule that you saw, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn your notifications on because we go live all the time, especially now that kickoff is right around the corner. So, live shows coming back on the regular. More importantly, these live film breakdown sessions. So, come week 3, me, my guy Coach E, and Coach McCann will be back breaking down live film. That's right. Just like we did last year, you jump on, you tell us you want us to watch it, break it down, give you, feedback, whatever it is. That's what we got coming week 3. So make sure you get that huddle film ready. So schedule time, Spotlight 39, 2022 National Fall Football Tour. Look, man, we're kind of all over the map. I think we cover 6 different, states worth of teams. Florida, we got Maryland, Virginia, D.C., the nation's capital. We got Delaware in there. We got the great state of Georgia. We even got a college game, University of Maine versus Hampton. Obviously, University of Maine, near and dear to the heart. That's what it's all about. So make sure you follow Spotlight 39 on all social media. More importantly, check out the website. 39 Hearts Nonprofit Foundation is the reason why we got everything going on right now. We got some big announcements coming up. We've got the Heart Walk at Catholic High School in Virginia Beach. Make sure you check out the website for the flyer. And we're looking to lock in a Heart Walk at my high school that I graduated from, James M. Bennett High School back in Salisbury, Maryland. So, nonetheless, make sure you tap in. If you see us on the road, say hi, show out for the camera, man. Let's have some fun this fall. So, all that stuff out the way, man. These dudes have been in the green room. They've been eager, amped up. My first guest, I've had him on the show before, right? We got a little sneak peek. Happy Mother's Day, right? So, who is it? Mr. Smith, how you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Look, man, I cannot complain. Let me take the iPhone off so we can see you, so we can see the Twitter handle, man. So go ahead, formally introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, position you play, high school, anything else you want us to know, man. This is your intro. Let us know who you are.
Yes, sir. My name is Kolter Smith. I play quarterback at Louisville Male High School in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm class of 2024.
Class of 24, QB1, right?
Yes, sir.
QB1 in Louisville. So let's do this, man. Let's kind of talk a little bit about the off season, right? So obviously you play 7-on-7. We got to link up. That's where we got to first meet in person, which was pretty cool. But I want to know a little bit more outside of what I was able to see, right? So what camps did you hit? What trainers did you work with or training sessions did you hit up? Walk me through your off season outside of just 7-on-7.
So outside of 7-on-7, I went to a lot of college camps this off season. I visited probably 8 or 9 college camps. So it was a very busy off season. We traveled a lot. It was almost like every weekend. It was either 7-on-7 football or we were traveling for a camp.
That's nuts.
Uh,
Hold on.
you
You say
know,
we? Was it the parents or were you like on a tour bus? Like some of
no,
these
it
other
was
programs.
yeah, it was me and my parents.
Look, man. So shout out mom and dad. Obviously, I got to meet
Definitely.
mom. But shout out to your parents for doing that because that obviously it's not free, and
Right.
time is money as well. It takes a lot of time out of what they could be doing, but they're there supporting you, man. So shout out mom and dad. But go ahead, get back to it.
For sure. So I visited a lot of schools and had a really fun time this off season. Uh, I got to do a lot of training this off season because I'm really trying to better myself for these last 2 years of high school because I know how important they are. So I mean, I worked with the quarterback coach James Fletcher, who I've been working with ever since I started playing the position.
Okay.
And every year I work with him in the off season, and every year I just try to keep getting better and better and more ready. Uh, Also, Coach Chris Wolf, who's our quarterback coach at Mel High School, I work with him every day. So yeah, that's kind of the people I've been working with, and then
Okay.
also just getting outside, like with teammates and friends, either from 7-on-7 or from Male, like just getting them together and kind of running routes and kind of doing your own thing sometimes too.
Yeah. Let's pull up the old Twitter, right? We'll talk about some of the friends since we've got it. So you got content for days first and foremost. So shout out to you for doing just that, because you can't have enough content when you want to be a recruiter, right? So while we
Yes,
scroll through here, just walk me through what your recruiting, currently looks like. Class of 24, so obviously you got time, but
right.
what does it look like at the moment?
I just try and send out as much film as I can to coaches. Like I've been sending out film since I was in middle school, my eighth grade year. And I built relationships with coaches that have invited me to camps, and I've talked to them hands on. And each day I talk more and more with them, and I send them more film. And a lot. It's hard because we haven't hit that deadline yet to where they can talk to 2024 athletes.
It's coming.
So I'm waiting. Yeah, it's
What's hold on,
coming.
hold on. What's the countdown? I saw somewhere
It
down here
is
you had
September
a
1st.
countdown, but how many days are we
Yeah.
looking at?
I don't know how many days, but I just know it's the 1st of September, so
All right,
it's
I was gonna
coming.
say because hold on. We had the countdown was on
And
here.
then,
There it is.
yeah.
Good deal, man. So you know, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, man. Get back to what you were saying.
So yeah, I've been sending my film out, talking to coaches, just trying to build relationships with schools, find out about more about their program and like what they're trying to build there. So stuff like that I can benefit myself and my future with. And then, I'm really eager to see what September 1st and after that brings. But for right now, I'm just waiting my turn and trying to build as much relationships as I can.
I love it, man. And relationships are key, right? We talked about it off air. It's something that we talk about a lot. In Spotlight 39 is relationships. I think I even tweeted about it, right? Don't burn any bridges because you don't know where that coach might be, right?
Right.
Come next season, because you might have put him on the back burner today. You might have said something slick to him because maybe he didn't say something that you liked, about the game. And then come next year, he's at your dream school, and now you're hitting his inbox saying, "Hey, coach, man, you remember me? I want to come play for you, right?" So
Yes,
just
sir.
don't burn any bridges. But let's do this, man. Let's shout out some of these dudes, man, because you got teammates, you got content, you got all kinds of stuff. So who are we seeing in this picture right here?
So that's me on the left, and then in the middle, it's Spike Sals. He's a center, class of 2025.
Okay,
Uh, he's a great O line prospect. Like if
my
he's
man.
big, he's talented. He's one of the smartest people I know. Like it's crazy hearing he's like smart beyond his ages, and it's crazy to hear some of the things like he talks about. Like even I watch film with him sometimes. It's just the things that he goes over that like you never expect a freshman or a sophomore to know that kind of things. And his dad's helped him a lot with that, and I know that's a big relationship with him. And then on the right side, that's Josh Fuller, who has bounced around positions at in high school, but
Okay,
he's finally settled in on offense this year, and I'm really excited to see what he does with it. He's an amazing prospect as well.
I like it. I like it. So hold on. One more right here. Is that the same dudes? I couldn't tell the numbers in the other picture, but
Yes, sir. It's the same people.
all right. So now we got faces to the helmets,
Right.
right? So you
Yes,
said
sir.
the dude in the middle is the center, right? That's a big boy. What's
Yes, sir.
what would you say he is? Probably what, 6? What are
He's
you, 6?
6'2". I know he's like 6'2", 270, I think.
Yeah, man. Look, good for him. Good for him. You say
He's
class of
huge,
25, right?
sir. And he's going to be starting this year, so keep an eye out for that.
Hey, look, and then that's who giving you the rock. But look,
Right.
we could do this all day long, man, because you got content for days. But we don't want to do that. Let's let's kind of wrap this thing up with a little bit of fun. You kick off this Friday night.
Yes, sir.
So who do we play, and what can we expect from Colter Smith this season, man? Class of 24 QB1. What can we look for?
So this Friday we play Floyd Central away. So that'll be our season opener. This season just to come from me, like I'm really big on progressing. So this year I just want to be as like the best I can and progress every game. And I know I'm not going to be perfect because nobody is. Like I know I'm going to make my mistakes, especially as a young guy. I'm still learning so much. So every day it's just like I come in, we do film study, I learn more in there. We do practice, I learn more there. So every day for me it's just learning more and more. And then not only like just learning it and saying I learn it, but learn it and then fix it on the field when we get there. So I'm like just working really hard to perfect my craft because I know like that's what's big for me. Like just getting there And because this season the wins will come if I just keep working and perfect my craft.
I love it.
So that's what's big for me. And
Uh,
then this season, some of my goals for this season are, I want to keep interceptions to a minimum, and like
okay.
just mistakes in general. So that's like one of the big stats that I like to look at. Like I know completion ratings and touchdowns are big, but for me, like keeping my interceptions low is big for me. Um,
Very
so
important, right?
right. And then like team goals for us, we've made it to state 3 years running, and I think we've come up short every time. So big team goals for us are just like, go get back there and flip the script, hopefully. We want to win the barrel with the rivalry that we have. And every day we're working and working to get better and better. So I'm excited to see how this season ends up for us.
Yeah, man. So look, Louisville Mill, is it Louisville Mill High School is the formal
Yes,
name,
sir.
right? In Louisville,
Right.
Kentucky. Big things for Mr. Coulter Smith, QB1, class of 24. If he's not on your board, September 1st, man, reach out to this young man. Super special talent, both on and off the field. So look, man, it was an absolute honor and privilege. Hopefully we get to connect again in person one day.
For sure. Yeah.
Stay safe, stay healthy, man. Best of luck to you this season. And let's run this thing back, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you. So look, that was Coulter Smith. That was guest number one. So let's bring back the schedule again. Massive, massive national football tour. Spotlight 39. We are in your backyard, covering teams from 6 different states, from Florida to the great state of California, DC, the nation's capital. Can't forget Delaware, Virginia, Maryland. We got big things popping, man. So if one of these games are for you, by all means, say what's up, play out to the camera, man. We got another special guest. That's what we do right here, Spotlight 39. I think he's very eager to bring the heat, man. He's been in the green room. He's amped up. It's my guy, Anthony. How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Look, man, I can't complain. So look, you got to listen in to our first guest, right? So
Yep,
I challenged you. I said I want to accomplish that tonight. So
for sure.
formally tell us who you are, where you're from, position you play, graduating class, high school, height, weight, cousin's first name. I don't care. It's your intro. You tell us.
Okay. My name's Anthony Coleman. I'm a class of 2023. I play wide receiver at H. Dow High School. I'm from Millen, Michigan. My GPA is a 3.86, and that's all I got from now. My information.
Okay. So class of 23, right? What do you predominantly play? Wide receiver?
I play wide receiver, sometimes corner, and then just new spots in as being a senior right now off the field. So it's
Okay.
gonna be a pressure for me.
All right. So look, that's some fun to look forward to. We're gonna get to this season in a few minutes, but let's
For
kind of
sure.
kind of rewind it a little bit. Let's talk about this off season. Did you
All
play
right.
any 7-on-7? Did you work out with trainers? Did you hit any camps, combines? Were you part of All American Bowl games, man? You tell me, what has your off season looked like? Because kickoff is next week, man. You got to bring your A game.
Yes, sir. All right. So I'll say it started around last February. I did 7-on-7 at Rising Stars. It's in Pontiac, Michigan. It was just competing of different schools. So my 7-on-7 team was called Zone Six. Well, so let's say like the Z and the six is called Zone Six.
Okay.
So basically, it was just more like just going to 7-on-7, get like college coaches come around the 7-on-7 and just get prepared. And what for me, I've been like had so much film out of it. Just for me personally, like I've been sending through film a lot of coaches, like your Twitter, email, and most of them they get a lot of interest in me and get take a look at, and that's what I do so far just to get better as myself.
All right. So look, man, you kind of jumped the gun, right? You kind of got
Yep,
excited, but look, we're gonna bring up the Twitter. So let's
yep,
take a look at that, right? So you kind
yep,
of talked a little bit about the recruiting process, but
yep.
I'm eager to learn a little bit more, man. What type of conversations are you having? Are they with recruiters? Are they with coaches? Is it a combination? What's these conversations looking like?
It was pretty much just like from like coaches, like they just find my email and then they would just have like have me come to game day visits and just get like a tour of the campus and stuff. Just for like for myself, and
Sure.
there's some like scouts. There's like it's called like D zone. They just spread more offers around the country just to get more looked at and stuff. So it's just mainly the coaches are like
Okay.
showing more interest and stuff.
Good deal. So let's kind of run through the old Twitter page, man, because I am a very firm believer that Twitter is the recruiting capital of the world, right? If you want to be
Definitely.
recruited, you want to be on Twitter.
Yes.
So just one piece of advice that I would suggest, right? By no means do it, up to you, but I would clean up, the overall title that you got working, right? It's kind of
Yep.
just one long kind of word vomit in a sense, right? Because
Yeah.
when I was typing out your info here, I was trying to find, what position, and it was like kind of just mixed in there. So I had to go to your huddle,
Yeah.
then I had to go to your about page. So it was a challenge, right? So
Right.
you want to make it easy for coaches. You want to make it as
Yep.
easy possible so they see exactly what they need to see. So that's just word of advice, but nonetheless, man, let's kind of just check it out. I want to see what type of content we got. So what do we got? This is schedule.
Yep.
All right.
Schedule for 22, 23, this football schedule coming up.
Beautiful. So
Yep.
while we got the schedule up, man, let's set the stage for this year.
Yep.
So we got the schedule here. What's probably the biggest rivalry or the biggest matchup that you look forward to or you are looking forward to this season?
It would have to be because we got two schools came in our league, so it'll be Traverse City West and Traverse City Central. But
Okay.
the biggest rivalry will be definitely Midland High.
All right. So the last game of the year, October 21st.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Oh, where's that? Right there.
Yep.
Midland, right?
Yep.
And that's at the community stadium. So what's that atmosphere look like, man?
Like just fans, the student section, they just be like saying, "Oh," like they be saying, "Oh, you suck," and it's just the atmosphere. It's crazy. It's like Michigan State versus Michigan at like either the big house or the
Okay.
state. Just it's just the atmosphere, just wow, crazy. Everyone's just jumping out of their feet, just getting all hype and stuff for any school to defeat themselves. So I'm looking forward this year.
That's awesome, man. So, what can we expect to see from you this year, man? What are you going to bring to the Chargers?
Just the energy, being there off the field and off, and getting all. So pretty much, we got a lot of juniors on varsity right now. So just get them prepared. The goal is just not every time, not all games may be perfect or not. Just play hard and play physical, and just know what to do on your job, and just get better. And the goal is either we win games or lose some games, just at least advance to playoffs throughout the fall.
Okay. So, let's kind of just talk about some of the teammates, man, because that's what we want to do. We want to give some exposure. So let's kind of run through and just shout out some teammates. If I see some pictures, I'm probably going to ask you who they are, but nonetheless, while I'm just scrolling through, giving a glimpse of your social media, shout out some teammates, man. Shout them out by name, graduating class, anything you can tell us about them.
Yeah.
Who's first? Who you gonna tell us about? You got a lot of love right now. First and foremost, you got
Yeah,
Sheldon. You got hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We want to shout out your supporters, right? We got Sheldon. Appreciate you tapped in, man. We got Alex Price. We got Noah. So shout out to the crew, right? Tapped in. I don't know if they're friends, family, whoever.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
man.
man, you got some supporters.
Yeah. Most friends and my dad's online, so just all supporters and show some love.
I like it, man. I like it. And so who are these dudes?
That's uh on the middle between me. That's Carter Coates. He was a senior last year, and right next to him, that's Noah Sanders. He was a senior, and then at the far end, that's Sean Blazer. He's a freshman, becoming a sophomore. So this was us at States last year at Rockford for breaking the Dow High School record since 2004.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
and this is the 4x1 too.
That's that's big. So what else do you want the world, and more importantly, what else do you want coaches to know about who Anthony is, man? Let's learn a little bit about you outside of the game of football, right? Let's talk about what do you like to do outside of the game when you're not playing football, when you're not working out? What does Anthony
Right.
like to do? You go to malls, right? You shop, collect Pokemon cards, play the piano.
Right.
You got goats. I don't know, man. You tell me.
Um, well, see, becoming as a senior till now, like it starts right now and it's on the way. Coach just wants me to be counted on and just like he wants me to just like know what I'm doing, playing both sides of the ball, ears to ear, be offense, defense, punt return, kick return, all that type of stuff. He just wants me to be just know what to do and just. We got like new schemes, just different. Our offense and defense, it's not always just the same. So like this year, it's gonna be pretty better. So like we got new signal calls, we got new defense calls, we got offensive game plan calls and all that. So it pretty much all matters is just coaches just find just routes for me, just run something new because we all got like different offensive game plan calls. So it's just to get me prepared as a senior, as a wide receiver, and all receivers on both sides if it's either left or right to get better.
Okay. I like it,
Yeah.
man. So that still didn't tell me what you do outside of the game.
Oh, okay.
Look, man, I want to know who Anthony is. You're still a young man. You're still a kid, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you as a kid, student athlete, but kid, right? And I'm gonna call you a kid, until you're my age, right? But what do you like to do, man? Like, what do what fun do you have? You ride four wheelers, listen to music, play, video games with the homies. Like, what do you like to do?
I like to spend outdoors with some friends. Like even though it's not just football, just be around my teammates. Even though we like to do some stuff around in the area, we just like sometimes we like to go out places like fast food or sit down and just have a conversation, or we just talk about football. And we would just have like meetings or something like that, or we just have times like we just sit in the locker room, we just have conversations and stuff, and just we're all pretty much like a brotherhood, so we're like very close.
All right. You're still not giving me a whole lot, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So,
That's the only thing I can think of. So
it's
yeah.
all good, man. It's all good. So let's close this thing out. I'm gonna let you do something that I like to do at the end of all of my shows, man. And I want you to kind of shout out anybody and everybody that's been there, supporting you throughout your journey. Shout them out by name. It's always nice to thank those that supported you.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Dow High student section of all for different sports. Shout out to Dow High School. Shout out to all my family and all for people that supported me throughout my life. Shout out to Spotlight 39 who just gave me a journey to join this live broadcast show. Shout out to um, my grandma, my family, all that type of stuff. Shout out to just my everything, Coach Peterson, Coach Life, Coach Du Bois. Shout out to all the coaches that are here to support me to become better as a senior.
I love it, man. So shout out to your entire support group.
Yep.
Best of luck this season, man. You kick off next week. Super exciting. Go out there, leave it all on the field, ball out, right?
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure make sure you jump on when we do these live film breakdowns. Like I said, my guy Coach E, Coach McCann, they'll be joining me once again this season to break down film live right here on Spotlight 39. We typically do about a 2 hour block, man. We have a lot of fun. We play your film live, give you real time feedback. It's a great networking opportunity, but it's also a great learning opportunity, man. Some great knowledge is shared, but nonetheless, stay safe, stay healthy, man. We're gonna run this thing back. Hopefully later in the season. I want to catch up and see how things have changed. All right.
All right, sounds good. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, bro. A lot.
Absolutely, man. You have a great night. We're gonna close this thing out like we do every single time with
Yes.
39 Hearts. It's the nonprofit. Everything that we do here at Spotlight 39 is because of 39 Hearts. So make sure you check out the website, spotlight39.com. I appreciate you.